6-1 run with complimentary college basketball selections this week. Hey, I'm winning someplace. 3 more selections coming your way in just a moment. Going to head out to the Big 12. Take a look at the contest in Lawrence between Kansas and West Virginia. Then swing over to Philadelphia where LaSalle is hosting St. Louis in a big Atlantic 10 showdown. And then one of your nationally televised games. It's actually on the nighttime card. One of the few non-conference big games today. Memphis and Gonzaga. Those 3 selections coming up in just a moment. All backed by in-depth analysis as usual, plus a rundown of who's hot and who's not, and your money-saving discount coupon codes for Saturday. But guys, let it not be said that I don't give you cultural tidbits to keep you informed, because you never know the next time you're going to be appearing on Jeopardy and you need to know the answers. So I'm sitting here today reading the latest edition of Rolling Stone. Not a great edition, but hey, rather had the Pope on the cover than last week's edition, which had Lord on the cover. What can I tell you? But the number 1 song 35 years ago, according to the Billboard Top 100 chart, what was it, guys? Come on. I know you had that answer right there at the tip of your tongues. Are you ready? The only advantage here, guys, you don't have to watch this video of Rod Stewart. That's the only advantage. You only have to hear the music, and because I'm a benevolent kind of guy, I'm going to cut off the music right there. But hey, it could have been worse. 35 years ago this week, the number 2 song on the charts. No, we're not going to do that. And you want to know why they said the late 70s and the early 80s was kind of like a dead space for popular music. I mean, you know, it was just 50 years ago today when there was this little group out of Liverpool that scored their first number 1 hit in the USA. Yeah, I think you've heard this one before, this little ditty, right? Of course, they got the 50-year celebration show on CBS tomorrow night. Ringo and Paul will be on it, appearing together. But anyway, there you go. You have been culturally informed. Go forth, appear on Jeopardy, win lots of money, or just simply go against my latest college basketball play since I've lost 10 of the last 11 days. It's all the same. You'll do the same either way. Let's get to today's discount coupon. As you know, every single Saturday for the past 2 years, I've given you a coupon that could save you potentially hundreds of dollars. Just because football season is over, nothing has changed. Guys, you can save 25% off your total purchase today by using coupon code. Are you ready? 25%. 25%. 25 PERCENT. Put it all together in no space between the number or the word 25%, and that'll save you 25% off your total purchase price. This is a mix and match coupon, which means you can use it to buy any handicapper's plays. You can buy any handicapper's package, anything you want. The only stipulation is you got to put everything in your shopping cart at one time in order to get the discount. So you can't come in and buy Brad Wilton's latest play and then 2 hours later come in and get Jeff Benton's latest 100 college basketball release. Doesn't work that way. Everything in your shopping cart at one time, no matter what it is, here at the site, and it'll save you 25% off your total purchase price. Remember, if you happen to be wrapped up in a long-term package with a particular handicapper, which may be expiring soon or not, and you want to extend that package, taking advantage of any instant rebates that might be applicable, you can use that coupon and extend it now, for example. You don't have to wait. And if you ever have any questions, just contact customer service by using the Contact Us links or the customer service links or the help links here on the various sites that you happen to be watching my video today. Now, the other discount coupon today is your option to save $26 off a single purchase today by using coupon code Saturday26. Saturday26. That will save you $26 off a single purchase today, Saturday 26. I mentioned Brad Wilton today going for winning day number 12 out of 14 and 24 out of 31. Those are his short-term winning streaks. Long-term, $10 better up and even $15,000 since July. 75 dime revenge game of the year on today's card. That's what he's got available. Jeff Benton. Remember just a couple of days ago, it was Wednesday, you got his 100 on college basketball release. Stanford, the underdog, winning outright against California as a 4-point pup. Well, you got that play as the half-price play of the day. Today, not only is it going for winning day number 18 out of 29, and FYI, over the past 4 weeks, $10 bettors have won a little over $3,600. But today, 100-dime winner number 14 out of 18, his double-digit blowout of the year, just as strong as that half-price play of the day selection you got a few days ago. It just as big as his 100-dime winner with Louisville over Michigan in last April's title game. Once again, 100-dime winner, number 14 out of 18, going for Jeff Benton. Scott Delaney, $10 bettors, up a little over $4,200 the past 12 weeks. His biggest release of the college season going today, 100-dime college blowout of the year, 20-point mismatch winner. Stronger than that 60-dime winner he cashed in with Wichita State over Indiana State back on Wednesday night. And Gabe DuPont, who I just added to the site last Saturday, first 100-dime release, his Pac-12 game of the year, UCLA at Southern Cal, coming off a 30-dime total winner last night with Toronto and the Clippers going over. Wednesday had a 15-dime winner with San Diego State outright at Boise. This play obviously leaps and bounds bigger than that one. Another hot handicapper you should be aware of, Anthony Red, going for winning day number 18 out of 31 over the past month, $10 bettors, up over $3,700. 75-dime college winner number 5 out of 6, Indiana and Minnesota. Nearly twice as strong as his 40-dime winner on Brown last night. So those are among the handicappers. Yesterday, the half-price play of the day happened to be Shawn Michaels, first NBA release of the season, 100-dime play. Shawn, I'm sure, will claim that I put the kibosh on that play because I had the same selection, the Indiana Pacers. Oh, my God, what a horrible game. Out-rebounded by Portland at home, outplayed by Portland at home, and yet still miraculously in the position to maybe pull off the ultimate cover in overtime. What happens? They won by 5, laying 6. It figures. So, unfortunately, a rare 100-dime loser from Shawn Michaels, who has still made $10 bettors, a little over $27,000 over the past 8 months it has been. Okay, guys, let's get to the complimentary plays. I'm going to start in reverse chronological order, which means I'm going to go to the Memphis game against Gonzaga. Tigers coming off a 101-69 blowout win at home against Rutgers in their last game earlier this week. Of course, last Saturday they were just pummeled at SMU. Memphis is not a great team. They don't really play a grueling non-conference schedule, but they're at home. And, I pointed out to you before that it is the big game in town. I mean, other than the Grizzlies, there ain't nothing else going on in Memphis, okay? So FedEx Forum, it's going to be a sellout here tonight. Gonzaga's coming in, Spokane, Washington, Memphis. A little bit of a travel thing for the Bulldogs. And, of course, the Bulldogs, listen, have been a great non-conference contender for the past 2 decades, right? They're on an 11-1 roll. Their lone loss in that span was against Portland as an 8.5-point road favorite, and they lost by 11 in that game way back on January 9th. Now they're coming off a sluggish performance in revenge at home against those same Portland Pilots. I got to go with Memphis minus the 4.5 points. I think it's a cheap price. I don't think it's a trap game here. So again, I think Memphis, really, as I said, other than a non-conference win against Oklahoma State in the second of their 2 meetings this season, really hasn't done much to impress when it comes time for big dance invites here in about a month and a half. So I think this is a key spot for the Tigers here tonight, and I think they roll in this game by about 6 or 7 points and get the cover. Your next complimentary play, I'm going to take a look at the game in the Atlantic 10 between St. Louis and LaSalle. St. Louis, of course, beat the hell out of St. Joe's a few days ago. Matter of fact, that was a game that I told you I thought it was going to be a trap game. That I thought St. Joe's, as the slight home favorite, was the trap. I thought that St. Louis, with a veteran team, 5 senior starters, a team that's been on an incredible winning streak, would roll, and that's exactly what happened. St. Louis is a very strong defensive team. They absolutely shut down a good shooting Hawks team that night, holding them to 31.9% shooting. In fact, St. Joe's missed 14 out of 15 three-pointers in the game, and they rolled 65-49. Now, they got stuck in Philadelphia because of the snow. They stayed here. They're going to be playing today now at LaSalle. The Explorers last year, a Sweet 16 Destiny darling, ain't happening this year, guys. They're shooting just a tad over 36% their last 5 games. They're coming off a 79-67 loss at UMass. They've lost 4 of their last 5 overall. St. Louis has won 15 in a row. They are a perfect 8-0 in the Atlantic 10 on the road. They are a perfect 8-0 in true road games. They've only lost 2 games this season. 6 points to Wisconsin. I think it was 5 points to Wichita State. Nothing to be ashamed of here. St. Louis is to play. I do think LaSalle could give them a tougher game than St. Joe's because LaSalle is a 3-guard team with Doran, Garland, and Mills. But I still think St. Louis at this price is worth the investment minus the 4 points. Your other complimentary play, I'm going to go with Kansas and lay the big number and go with the Jayhawks at home, laying 14 in this particular contest. They're coming off a 69-52 win at Baylor, which, of course, was preceded by last Saturday's 12-point loss at Texas, which snapped their 7-game winning streak. They are 4-0 in conference play at home, beating Iowa State by 11, beating Baylor by 10, nipping Oklahoma State by 2, beating up Kansas State by 26, who, of course, they face Monday in Manhattan. You know, K-State might be looking forward to that game more than Kansas. I mean, I don't think it's a look-ahead situation. Hey, we're going to go on the road. We're going to take on Kansas State. We beat the hell out of them by 26 points. You think we're worried? No, I don't think this is a look-ahead situation you have to be aware of. Listen, you've got a West Virginia team that you're still not getting any line value here in terms of this number here. And what I mean by that is you got a 14-point number, okay? You're not getting any line value on Kansas, despite the fact that West Virginia has actually played well here of late. They're coming off a 91-86 overtime win against Oklahoma. They beat Kansas State at home in the game prior to that, 81-71. They've won 3 straight since a 2-point win at Baylor. But I go back to their last game against Oklahoma. 91-86, they won in overtime, okay? Oklahoma that day didn't arrive in Morgantown till 90 minutes before the game. They were down by 11 points, I think, at halftime. West Virginia still needed overtime at home to beat that road-weary team. That does not impress me. West Virginia has some size, but they're a lousy rebounding team. Kansas, of course, because of the inexperience caused by having all the freshmen in the lineup. Bill Self's team, you never know what you're going to get from a week-to-week, game-to-game performance. But here's the thing. West Virginia doesn't have the size, really, to go up against Kansas. Kansas is a turnover-prone team. West Virginia likes to force a lot of turnovers. So which key area is going to be the most important? The team that rebounds the ball well, the team that causes the defensive turnovers. I got to give the edge to Kansas in this one, and that's why I think the Jayhawks are the play here. They're 2 big guys, Wiggins and Embiid, is that how you pronounce his last name? I can't even think of it. They're big 7-footer. Can't remember his exact last name here at the moment. I've drawn a blank. You know, they did not play well in the win against Baylor, in fact, offensively. Again, Kansas has more depth. They're a bigger team. I think they'll dominate the boards, and I think that'll allow them to win this game somewhere in the 17 to 20-point margin. So those are your 3 free selections. Again, Kansas at home, St. Louis at LaSalle, and Memphis at home. And of the 3 picks, I got to be honest with you, I think Memphis is probably the strongest of the 3. So that'll do it, guys. Go forth, have fun, make money, and I'll catch you again on Sunday.